All right, good evening, guys. I'm so excited for you to be on the call with Rachel and I tonight. I will introduce myself for those who are new and don't know me. I am Jen Yancey. I am a coach for Beachbody. Who knew? So I'm going to go ahead and share we have a presentation for you tonight. So I'm going to share my screen and get started. All right. Let me know if good. All right, good. So our topic tonight is FitLife Warriors vision casting and what is the core of our team all about. So who are we and why? So if you're here, you're obviously a Beachbody coach, or Rachel has added some or invited our challengers. So if any of the challengers are on, we are a family of coaches. We are here to encourage everyone in our challenge group, and we strive for fitness and bettering ourselves. So I wanted to share a little bit about the name of our group, FitLife Warriors, and where that kind of came from for me. So I started this a little over a year ago. Rachel jumped on fairly shortly after that, but it took her a little bit to get going. But so we're cousins. We created FitLife Warriors together, and coming up with a name honestly was pretty easy for me. FitLife was it just flew, it was easy. We're in this because of our fitness goals, because of what Beachbody has done for us and what we believe that it can do for other people. And as far as warriors, it really came to the belief that I have and Rachel has in our faith and what we stand for. And so I wanted to share a verse for you. So, haven't I commanded you? Strength, courage, don't be timid, don't get discouraged. God, your God, is with you every step you take. Joshua 1:9. And so that just really sums up what Rachel and I are about. Our faith comes first, family and Beachbody, and what this business has given us financially, but way more than that. It's changed our lives in so many ways. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Rachel, and I'll be back in a little bit.
And even just to expand on that a little bit more, I think when you're in a weight loss journey or any kind of journey in life, really capturing the heart of that verse is who I know that many of our team is all about. And so that verse really captures the heart of our team. So we're going to share a couple of things that our vision and really our mission statement as a team. So the first portion is broken up into 4 different categories, but the very first one is we lead by example. We actively lead by example to become our best self, physically, mentally, and spiritually. What does that mean? Basically, there's a couple facets to this. So we believe as a team in sharing our journey on social media to encourage and motivate others. Many, if not every single one of you on this call right now, have become a part of our life because of us sharing our story on social media. And so that's a very important part of doing that, because that allows you to encourage your friends, even if they never join you for a challenge group or anything Beachbody related, to be able to encourage them and to support them. And you never know what one post on social media could do. And someone's contemplating sitting on the couch for the next 3 hours watching Netflix, and you post a sweaty selfie that gets them up off the couch and on for a walk in their neighborhood. So we believe in sharing our journey on social media to encourage and motivate others. And I know that Jennifer and I both are very passionate about this. We believe in bringing proof of the products. We want to be health focused instead of product or sales focused. By being proof of the product, you are modeling a healthy lifestyle. You're not modeling deprivation with your diet. You're modeling portion control and healthy habits, and finding moderation and not depriving yourselves of all things, but really leading by example when it comes to that area. Because if you're leading by example and following the tools that we have, then people are going to notice that you are happier, you're healthier, you're living a more healthy, fulfilling life. We believe, and this is one of Beachbody's core values, I've never come across another company that's core value is to better yourself. And so one of the core values is personal development. And so pouring into your emotional health through personal development, whether that's a devotional, whether that's something that you struggle with emotionally, or fear or anxiety or self-worth or whatever, we believe in leading by example, by being our best self emotionally as well. And that manifests itself through personal development. So we lead by example.
All right, next up, we are encouragers. We support others as they take the first steps in becoming their best self by sharing what has helped us and offering advice and encouragement. So some of the most important things is that we go the extra mile. When we have a challenge group, it's not about a sale. It's about helping that individual. It's about learning what their goals are, and getting to know them on a personal level so that you can share what you've learned, but also encourage them. And, we do this behind the scenes as well in our challenge group. Behind the scenes is more important than in the challenge group, because not everyone is going to be comfortable in a challenge group and not everyone's going to share. So we also take time to plan out our groups. We're very specific on a monthly basis, daily basis, weekly basis, and what we are offering to our challengers. We provide the resources to our group and our team, and we share our struggles and our victories. And that goes with the part of social media. We share our struggles and our victories with the social media, not just our challenge groups. Because your one struggle or your one victory can be the one thing that encourages that next person to take the first step in their journey.
Yep.
We are entrepreneurs. We help train others to turn their health and fitness journey into a home business, where we pay it forward and help others begin their journey of leading a healthier and happier life. So Webster defines entrepreneur as a person who starts a business and is willing to risk loss in order to make money. What's so important is that we have to be self-starters and leaders. We're both accountable and responsible to our challengers and our coaches. We are business builders, which means we're our own boss. Who doesn't want to fire their boss, right? Rachel got to fire her boss.
Woohoo!
That's the best thing she ever did, right? But what that means is it comes with another level. If you want to have your own business and you want to be your own boss, you don't have somebody else telling you what to do every single day. As your coaches, Rachel and I are here to encourage you and to push you forward, but we can't make you do it. So you have to be self-starters, but you also have to be teachable, because that's what we're here to teach you what we've learned and help you push your business forward. We desire our team to reach their goals by helping them establish a clear vision for their business. So in terms of goals, 3 goals that we look for are fitness goals, family goals, and your Beachbody business goals. So important to focus on those 3 areas. They all overlap. And we emphasize our own health and the health of others. That's our business. Our business is health and fitness.
So this leads to one of my favorites of the 4. We are dreamers and doers. We believe in living out our dreams and making short-term sacrifices for long-term results. It takes time to transform your body and time to build your business, but the time is going to pass either way. So knowing you have confidence and freedom to live your life is worth it. And this is something that I see so vividly in my life, that before Beachbody, I truly was just kind of wandering in this world and lacking a purpose and lacking a drive. And I didn't know, and many of you don't know my story, but I actually went to Orlando, Florida, fresh out of high school, to be an actress, to be a songwriter, to pursue my dreams of the showbiz world. My parents were in that world, and I have a flair for the dramatics. And hush it, Jennifer. But it was so not focused on God's plan for my life, and it was so not rooted in His will, that it flopped like immediately. Like, I didn't get anything. I didn't get callbacks. I spent all this money to go to Orlando and compete with the top people in the US, and I didn't stand out in any capacity. And I'm so thankful God slammed that door and said, no, that's not where I'm guiding you. And to know that now at this phase in my life, that is manifested just in a different way. Now I'm a leader, but a leader and an encourager. And it's not self-focused, it's people-driven. And so I can be an encourager and a motivator and empower other women. And that's where the dreaming comes into play. You know, I'm a doer. When I see a problem, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to conquer that. But dreaming is something I've never really done outside of that Orlando trip. And I was so defeated when I came back that I've just been scared to dream ever since. And honestly, scared to dream outside of who I am as a wife and a mother. And I kind of figured that maybe at some point God would open the doors so I could stay at home. That was my one goal, my one dream. But I didn't realize, and I can say this now that I have retired from corporate America and am home full time. God knew better than I did, because I could not have handled being a stay-at-home mom without a purpose and having a drive and a dream. And that goes to being a self-starter. You know, when I started, you may or may not know this. I know a lot of people on my team know this, my personally sponsored coaches. But if you don't know this, Jennifer actually paid my monthly coaching fee for the first 3 or 4 months, because I just didn't want anything to do with this business. I was kicking and screaming, and I said, no way, I don't want to be a coach. Just give me the discount on Shakeology. And God opened my eyes in January of 2016, and I took control of my business. I became a self-starter, and I found that passion. So we are passionate about changing lives with healthy habits instead of product driven. You're going to hear that a lot in this team, because if you come onto this team and you're viewing it as a sales pitch, then it's not going to work. Leading with your heart, leading with example, leading with it as a tool instead of a product. You are people focused, relationship focused instead of product focused. And that is so important to me and to Jennifer, because when you're having conversations with people, your intentions will come across, and your intentions with that conversation, if you're just driving to make the sale, they're going to feel that, and they're not going to want to be a part of that. But if you're driving it with relationship, they're going to know that you care about them. They're going to know that you're invested in their goals, and they're going to know that you truly do want to help them. So the next part of that is we dig deep when things get tough and have tunnel vision towards our goals. This is not a fast start, quick cash business. This is a work hard, be consistent, and show up daily, and know that there's going to, in life, that goes with everything. You think about a corporate job. You think about, I don't care if you work in a childcare and watch babies all day. There's going to be pieces where you're going to, of your day, when the kids are crying and you want to go crazy and you're pulling your hair out, and you have to dig deep when it gets tough. It's the same thing in the Beachbody coaching business, is that there's going to be dry spells. There's going to be hard seasons. The first 6 months are the hardest, because you're investing in relationships and creating credibility in your network and with your friends and with your followers. And so we believe in digging deep when things get tough and having tunnel vision with that goal in mind. And that goes back to setting goals, like Jennifer talked about, setting a fitness goal, a Beachbody goal, a family goal, and realizing those things overlap. And I'm super, super passionate about this part. We show up daily and make short-term sacrifices. That will look different for every coach. And every coach has something different on their plate. And we believe in family first. We believe in God first, family second, and then Beachbody comes after that. And we know that everyone is juggling a different level on their plates. But we also believe in short-term sacrifices, knowing that it will have a long-term payoff. So if you're sacrificing 1 hour a day for your business, that will pay off. If that 1 hour is intentional and you're consistent with that 1 hour, it is worth it. I built my whole business when I was working on 1 hour a day. Now, obviously that's increased now that I'm home and I'm pushing harder towards bigger goals, but I showed up daily and made short-term sacrifices. Same with Jennifer. And this is part, kind of ties everything in. We take ownership of our business and our journey, and we share from our hearts. We share with transparency and authenticity, and we share with pure intentions. And next week, I really encourage you, if you're able to be on the call, we have a guest speaker next week, and she's going to be talking about how to authentically share your story. So I encourage you to be on that call, but we do believe in sharing from our hearts, and that's a big piece of this team. That's a big piece of, we believe in your vibe. If you've ever heard that saying, your vibe attracts your tribe. And I'm pretty thrilled with the tribe that's on this call right now.
Amen.
So I'm good with the vibe we're putting out, but that's because our heart is there and our focus is there and our hearts are in the right place. And we are people driven, not product driven. So that leads me. So what does all this mean? Well, we're going to tie this in and share what our specific goals are for the team for the rest of this year and going into 2017. Jennifer and I have kind of sat down and broken down the numbers. We've sat down and kind of casted some vision. We've done that in our private life and what we have for ourselves and our families and our finances and our faith and all of that. And we're looking like, what does that look like for this team? Because we're starting to really develop this team culture and this community and friends, and it's amazing. But if we don't have a vision, we have nothing to strive towards. So then we're just aimlessly having conversations on a daily basis. We're aimlessly running a challenge group. But if we can specifically write down what our goals are, and that's something that we should all be doing, and that's what we've done. So the first, Jennifer and I both have the desire to be what's called a 2-star diamond coach. What that means is currently Jennifer and I are both ranked at diamond. It means that we've developed a small team underneath each of us. And when you become a 2-star, that means that you have a team and you have 2 leaders that have risen up to start building their own teams. And they themselves have become diamonds. So each of us have a desire to help 2 of our coaches, so a total of 4 people in this year and beginning into the next year, get 4 of you to reach diamond. Why? It doesn't even matter. First of all, we don't want you to get tied up in rank advancements because it's certainly not all about that. But helping people, however rewarding and wonderful it is not going to be a deep enough why, because you can help people without being a Beachbody coach. And so you can have a ministry in health and fitness without being a Beachbody coach. So there's a piece of all of us, and there's nothing wrong with this. There's a piece of all of us that join this for the potential for the financial income. Because if we can do something we're passionate about and get paid to do it, then there's nothing wrong with that. So being a diamond coach, and Jennifer and I's situations are a lot different. You know, the way that our finances flow with Beachbody is different. We'll save that for another call. But from a financial standpoint, you are usually, and this, please don't quote me on this, but usually, we've got 10 minutes. Stay with free.
Keep going.
10 minutes. You're making between $500 to $1,000 a month as a diamond coach, if not more. So that's like the very beginning numbers as a coach. So we want to help you be paying for your Shakeology and paying for your programs and maybe paying a couple bills and finding out if this is a good fit for you and creating a life by design. So we want help 4 of you get to Diamond. What does that mean? How do we do that? First step is helping you consistently reach 5 lives every month. So consistently getting 5 people connected with a program in Shakeology to change their life. So that's what that looks like. We also want to help 8 people on our team get to Emerald. This means you're earning an extra $200 to $500 a month in income to maybe pay for your Shakeology and one of your bills, to help with food on the table. This would mean impacting 3 lives every month. Those are very attainable goals. So that's kind of the first phase of our vision casting. And then Jen's going to go into the last phase.
So the last 2 things that are really important to Rachel and I, and the biggest one is going to be, we want 5 team members to commit to going to Summit in 2017. So for those who are on here who don't know what Summit is, Rachel and I went to Summit in Nashville this July, and it was life-changing. It is a lead, basically coach, Beachbody coaches come together in a weekend, and they do all different types of, what do you call it? Training, thank you. Big speakers, and it's a great way to come together as a community to meet all these people who are changing their lives and also changing other people's lives. And Beachbody puts on a great, they're investing in us, and it is amazing to see. And so 2017 is going to be in New Orleans. And so we want 5 people other than Rachel and I to commit to going to Summit in 2017.
We've already got one of you.
That's
so
right.
4 more.
That's Alice. I'm going to point her out because I'm so excited. She has her ticket already. And then the other piece is, and this is really kind of just hit me yesterday really, is that I want to start a yearly retreat for Fit Life Warriors. So I'm not sure what that looks like in the future, but for next year, it may just be a 1-day event where our team can get together and we can build the relationships, and we can have speakers as well for our own, where we see this, where Rachel and I see this vision of our team. And then we will touch base in December again, and we'll start casting goals for 2017. That's pretty exciting. So we want to end this call tonight with our 6 minutes we have left with questions or comments. So I'm going to stop this, and if anybody has any questions or comments, raise your hand.